Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for joining this monthly reading. This is your October energy check. If you're a sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign in Gemini, this is a reading for you. And of course, if you're a cross watcher, if you have a good friend, family member, or a partner who is a Gemini, absolutely welcome to watch this video. Perhaps through this video, you will be able to provide some useful guidance and advice for your loved ones. Now, today, we're going to use Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and Oracle of the Celestial Deities to check your general energy. All right? Now, with all that being said, let's get started with your energy. Now, first of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities. We're going to look at your general energy, your career energy, your love and relationship, as well as your spiritual health. All right, Gemini, are we ready? Let's go. Your general energy is Atlanta. For your career, Gemini, you have got Hercules. For your love and relationship, we've got the moon. Okay. Finally, let's go to your spiritual health, and we have got Saturn. Okay. Very good. Now we're going to pull some extra cards from the Mythic Tarot, right? Let's just get a little bit extra guidance for you guys about these three different areas. We're going to give it a thorough shuffle. Ooh. Gonna give it a thorough shuffle. Okay, universe, please help with the Geminis and gives them some useful guidance and wisdom. Oh, something just jumped out, so I'll just pick this one for your career. We've got a Hermes. All right, now we're just gonna pull from the top. For your love and relationship, we've got the Three of Wands. For your spiritual health, we have got the King of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. Then we're going to pull one card from your Star Code Oracle. Now, we're just going to get one card and to see if there's any extra areas in your life that you need to focus on, right? What is there for you, or some kind of extra advice, okay? Dear universe, please provide us with one guidance for, oh, something jumped out. We're going to take this. Chiron heal, okay. Beautiful energy. Okay. So Gemini, you start your energy with this figure called Atlanta. I want to tell you a little bit about her story in Greek mythology. As you guys all know, I'm a mythologist, right? Very different from just a normal tarot reader. I talk about reading and energy from the perspective of mythology. Atlanta was a very capable, right? He was very good at what she did. She was a very famous huntress in ancient Greece, and she was professional. She was strong, she was fierce, she was fast. But there was some kind of tragic stories actually in her childhood, because when she was born, her father was very disappointed because her father wanted a son. So when she was born, she was in a very cruel way. She was abandoned. She was thrown out basically, and she was raised by the bears and the deers actually in the forest, under the instruction of the goddess of the moon, Artemis. And so Atlanta was, on the surface, she was this very strong woman, martial arts, right? Using weapons, right? Hunting, all these kind of like a professional woman, were very strong female on the surface. But deep down, there was a very, very, vulnerable part of her, because deep down, she wanted to be loved and she wanted to be accepted, right? You can imagine if someone was abandoned as a child, maybe that could become their motivation, right? To have more success and to work harder than anybody else. But deep down, what they really want is that nurture. It's that love, right? And so with Atlanta sitting together with the Chiron, I do feel that for Gemini people, many of you guys who are watching this video, you probably need to really go inward a little bit within this month and heal your inner pains. Sometimes, we go through frustrations and pains and we're not even aware of that. But with Atlanta and the Chiron energy, I do feel that there's a lot of healing perhaps you will need to do as a general, guidance, right? At the very the highest level for you guys. Specifically, when I'm looking at your spiritual health, you've got Saturn. Now, Saturn energy is very much about that kind of cleansing, right? What do you consider as the healthy psychological patterns that you carry, and what would you like to change? Saturn is very much about, cleansing the closet, if you know what I mean. Whatever that has been hidden, at the back of our head, we need to, throw that away, because sometimes those past memories, they do, affect our psychology, in a negative way, so to speak. And you have got the King of Wands below that. Now, for some of you guys, this could be about releasing an old relationship, right? An ex or a man that, maybe either they hurt your feelings or they made you feel miserable or less valued. It doesn't have to be about the ex, like what I said. For example, for Atlanta, one of the deepest wound that she had was a relationship she had with her father. So Geminis, what about your relationship with your father? What's your relationship with a very important male in your life, your husband, right, or boyfriend, or an ex, something like that. Now, because the King of Wands sitting here is together with Three of Wands, I also feel that this could also be saying that one of the best ways for us to heal from our past pain is also about finding your own inner, let's say, divine masculine energy within yourself. So, for example, are we losing confidence from time to time? Are we sometimes feeling sorry for ourselves and feeling sorry about our past, right? And I think Gemini, this month, there's a lot of healing and understanding, right? And epiphany coming to you guys. So definitely, I would say this is a month of cleansing. Now, next to the Saturn card, we're going to the moon in the middle. Now, this is talking about your relationships. For many of you guys who are watching this video, Geminis, you're single. Atlanta and the moon sitting together is a very much like a single energy, because both these two mythological figures are actually virgin huntresses. And so one of the things I would say about this group is if you're single, okay, now for the ones who are in a relationship or who are married, I'll get to you very soon, okay? Just bear with me for a moment. Now, for the single Geminis out there, one of the best advice I have for you guys is that it's important that you start your love life. If you want to open that door, right, toward divine love, I think it's important that you start your relationship as a friend first. For example, let's say matching with guys online, dating apps, or it's almost like without being friends first, and you just go into relationship, including maybe some of you guys, maybe if you're depending on your family and your culture, maybe you have arranged marriage, right? Because we're in Asia, some Asian countries they do that. You just meet a guy or a woman, and then you decide you're gonna marry them, right? I don't really think this thing works for you for this month. And so just in case some of you guys are thinking, oh, I'm single and I'm just expecting to meet someone just like that and then we're together, it's a little bit hard, I think. Atlanta and the moon sitting as a together, this is usually talking about some kind of friendship or mutually protective relationship you two have with each other. And in order to have that mutually protective energy, you need to be each other's friends first, right? Be each other's, you're like, his best friend, he's like your best friend, or something like that, right? And I also feel that by building a very strong friendship with each other, you two will also be able to build more trust. And even if, maybe this will lead to a later, romantic relationship, this will definitely be helpful for you to walk down towards, right down that path. And the Three of Wands at the end as an advice card, I really feel that this is talking about being optimistic. Being optimistic and look forward to the future, look forward to what this friendship can potentially lead to instead of just focusing on, oh, so we're just friends. Oh, so we can't be lovers, right? And this sucks. Don't go into that way. Three of Wands is a very positive energy talking about, you're opening yourself up towards all the potentials there. You're ready to build something together with someone, right? So I really feel that this is a very important. Now, for those of you guys who are already in a relationship and with a partner, now the Atlanta moon sitting together could be talking about both of you are very independent in your own way. Perhaps maybe you have been in a relationship that is very much sort of like, you have your mutual freedom, you do your thing, they do their thing. But when you need each other, you two can be very helpful, right? It's almost like you two are not just a couple, but also you two are each other's best friends. And I like this energy, right? In general. If there's one thing that I need to say, what I feel, okay, so there's something lacking in this relationship with Atlanta and Moon, the Three of Wands. Perhaps I would say that, don't rush into the sexual things yet, right? Either it's about sexual stuff, or this could be about, that kind of very, I don't know, overly romantic energy. Specifically, right, for those ones who are single, really take your time to build that strong friendship. This is really what I see, right? Now, with your career, okay, you got Hercules sitting in there. Now, Hercules energy sitting in this area is not bad, because this is usually talking about through the constant and dedicated, right, and committed effort, you will be able to clear your tasks, right? Overcome your challenges. I have to say, Hercules is not necessarily an easy energy. So this is definitely not an easy month when it comes to work, right? You just somehow do it and somehow, you just cleared it out. It's not like that. Hercules usually is talking about patience, your inner strengths, right? And your power to overcome the emotional part of yourself. How do you get on top of your feelings and just do things in a very professional way and do things in a very logical and rational way, right? Atlantis and Hercules, both these two energies are actually talk about, professionalism, right? They're both warriors. They both fight monsters. So it's a little bit like perhaps a lot of you guys in your careers, almost like you need to fight a monster. Okay, you need to kind of have a battle to fight, right? And the Hermit card down there is usually talking about being committed. I like this energy because on this specific hermit card, it's actually depicting Saturn, which appeared again, right, in your spiritual world. So I do feel that, this month, developing your spirituality is quite closely related to your career energy. The hermit energy sitting in here, number 9, it's about your inner reflection, understanding that what is yours and what is not, and what do you want to put more effort into and develop into the future. Specifically, the Hermit and the Three of Wands are sitting together. You can see that, right? For me, this combination is about you. Through the reflection, you will see the future more clear. Okay, because Three of Wands is about that kind of, the ship is ready to leave the harbor, right? You're ready for that new adventure. You're ready to see the world. You're ready to open up things. But the Hermit is a little bit like, are you ready? Have you done the homework, right? So I love this a lot. Now, coming back to this Chiron heel, this energy there, again, both Atlanta and Hercules, these two energies have a lot of healing to do. So again, Geminis, I actually know some Gemini people in my life. They have gone through a lot of difficulties, and I have I can only say that I can never have enough empathy for you guys, right? Life is not easy, and I hear you. But with this current energy, I'll definitely tell you guys that, every day when you're in the hustle and bustle and dealing with all different kind of forces around you, always remember to sometimes you have the opportunity and you give yourself the time to take off that tough mask and give yourself the time to be vulnerable with the people you trust, and to be, to give yourself the chance to heal. Okay. Now, finally, before we finish your reading, we're going to pull one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, right? This is my own creation. I published this deck of cards around January this year. If you're interested in Greek mythology and you love card reading, you can also find this deck on Amazon. All right. You can also find the link down in the description. Feel free to click. All right. Now, universe, please give us one last guidance for Gemini people for their October energy. All right, just one. Okay. Little anxiety. Yeah, absolutely. I do feel that for Geminis, you guys, again, Gemini, right? The twins, overthinking, all that kind of stuff, right? I do feel that for you guys this month, you need to, again, related to that heal energy, right? The heal and the anxiety sitting together. This is about you giving yourself the time to heal, to listen to your inner voice, maybe do a little bit journaling if you are interested in doing that. Sometimes I even see this Atlanta card on top. It's a little bit like her carrying a pen, if you know what I mean. So I do feel that with this little anxiety energy, it tells you that sometimes writing down your thoughts and feelings could be very, very helpful to you. Seems like, October is just there's a lot of inner reflection for you guys, right? But I do feel that this could be a great time for a lot of healing, for a lot of it seems like we're moving back, but actually you're actually moving forward. I always use this analogy with people, right? When you're ready to shoot that arrow forward, you have to pull back. And then it will gain the momentum going forward. And remember, you got two huntresses here in your spread, and both of them shoot arrows. Thank you so much, Geminis. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you guys. I wish you all the best. I send you a lot of love. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it if you have benefited in some way. I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in the next session. Bye.